The definition of inflation is an increase in the price level and is usually measured on an annual basis. The inflation rate is the positive percentage change in the price level on an annual basis. Table 1 is the inflation rate in Malaysia from 2019 to 2023. The graph 1 is the inflation rate in Malaysia from 2019 to 2023. We can look at the graph that the inflation rate of Malaysia is inconsistently, which is 0.66 in 2019 to 2.52 in 2023. The causes of deflation in 2019 in Malaysia is the government announced the abolition of Goods and Service Tax (GST) in 31 July 2018. The second is the oil prices decreased in 2019 and it will cause the cost of the supplier to decrease. The third one is the exchange rate of ringgit Malaysia stable in 2019. It will cause the price of import goods low and raw material stable. The effect of deflation in 2019 is the purchasing power of individual increase. The second one is lower inflation help Malaysian goods remains competitively priced on the international market. This was beneficial for the country's export sector, supporting trade balance and economic growth.
The reason for deflation in 2020 is the Malaysian government continued to implement price control and subsidy on essential items, particularly food and food, to keep costs down during the pandemic. The pandemic led to widespread lockdown, movement restrictions, and a general economic slowdown. This caused a significant drop in consumer demands as people spend less on non-essential goods and services. Also, the global oil decrease in 2020, it will cause the transportation fee of the supply and product cost decrease. The effect of deflation in 2020 is the purchasing power of the individual increase. It is because the price of goods and raw material decreasing in 2020. It will cause the number of goods purchased will increase. Also, the financial stress of the individual will decrease because the interest of Bank Malaysia cut off. Then, the adjustment in labor wages will slow down the cost increasing. The inflation rate in 2021 is 2.5% is because the government has helped restore business confidence and boost consumer willingness to go out shopping due to offer free vaccination to the people. The MCO 2.0 and 3.0 in mid-2021 also lead to a significant rise in the inflation rate. The state licensing and the reopening of all economic sectors from October 11, 2021 has contributed to the recovery of the national economy. The effect of inflation in 2021 including the impact on vulnerable groups, those with fixed or low income, including retirees who depend on a fixed income that may not be adjusted for inflations. Second, raising cost of living. With the increasing in the price of essential goods such as food, fuels, and utility service, the overall cost of living will increase.
The cost of inflation in 2022. First, rising global oil price. The global surge in oil price had a direct impact on transportation and production costs. This led to higher price for goods and services across the board, particularly for fuel and transportation. Second, food price increase. The cost of food and non-alcohol beverage rose notably, driven by higher costs of raw material and disruption in the supply chain. The effect of inflation in 2022. Reduced purchasing power. As price rise, the purchasing power of consumer decline. People can buy fewer goods and services with the same amount of money, which can lower the standard of living. Second, impact on saving and investment. Inflation erodes the value of saving and fixed income investment. People with cash saving on fixed interest investment see the real value of their asset decrease. The cost of inflation in 2023. Implementation of Bayong Rama initiative by government which include Menu Rama, Juara Rama, Package Rama and Menu Siswa Rama. This initiative target the low income and hardcore poor. The government has spent almost 8 billion ringgit on Sumbangan Tunai Rama (STR), which has benefited 8.7 million Malaysians. The initiative contribute to easing the burden of lower income group in dealing with the rising cost of living. The effect of inflation in 2023. When commodity price fall, it generally reduces the cost of production for businesses, which can then translate into lower price for consumer, thus dampening inflationary pressure.
There are some ways that can use to counter the inflation problem. First, the National Bank of Malaysia should increase the interest rate. By increasing the interest rate, it will increase the borrowing cost and reduce the spending and investment in the economy. Besides, the government should provide various financial assistance to individuals and businesses which are affected by the inflation problem. They can give Bantuan Prihatin Nasional, BPN, and wages subsidies. The third way is empower law enforcement. For example, the Act Anti-Price Control and Anti-Profiteering 2011, it will make sure the society do not take the opportunity to take excessive profit and increase the price in good or service. This because the government will give fines to the trader who break the law. The last way is international cooperation. The government should cooperate with the producing country to ensure the sufficient supply of basic goods and reduce the price pressure. As a conclusion, the inflation in Malaysia is influenced by domestic and global factors. Over the year outlined, the changes in government policies, global economic conditions, and supply chain disruption has impacted the inflation rate. Therefore, addressing it requires a multifaceted approach involving government initiative, private sector participation, and the individual effort.